Front camera is backwards. Hey everyone, we're just going to do a quick live stream here at the homestead to kind of showcase what it is we're working on with the commercial kitchen and the 2 bed, 2 bath, as well as some of the things we've been working on in the garden. So this is kind of impromptu, so there's probably not going to be anybody here during this live stream. But if somebody pops in, join us. Welcome. Go ahead and say your name, where you're from. Hi, Jess. How you doing? We will have some coffee and go through some of the build here. Just giving folks a few minutes to come in if they wanted to join us. We try and do live streams. We're going to be doing them more often now, every week, to give our supporters a chance to interact with us. And wanted to have the back and forth reactions. We also want to work with some collaborators on, specific types of live streams. So we are open to that with other homesteads and like-minded channels. So that's going to be good. You are from here. Audio sound good? Not using any microphones, just going straight off the camera. So I'll have to be sure to not be out in the wind. The other microphones that are replacing the ones we were using the last few episodes should be here tomorrow. We were having some issues with clipping and no way to control the sound volume, even though the wind resistance and noise reduction worked really good. We were not able to control our volume. So the last few videos you saw, there was a little bit of clipping, and I apologize for that. This was supposed to be a horizontal video, not a vertical video, but I guess we'll try vertical because YouTube didn't save the settings. Ding. Awesome. So it is 8:45. Still trying to figure out when we should be going live. We would do one in the morning and one in the evening. We could do one midday. Really doesn't matter. Weekends are tough because of our other stuff that we're doing. Mapping out trails and the gardening things and social life stuff happens on the weekend. So it's rather difficult. But don't forget to give us a like, give us a thumbs up on the videos. It helps share the video with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people who are interested in this type of content. Welcome, welcome. So we are brewing some coffee, and we're going to be walking through our current build. So we have the main pole barn, which I'm sitting in the barn area right now, has, the intention of being an open concept building back here. We're going to be hosting live events, workshops, how-tos, especially when there's inclement weather. If we're going to be doing a lot of education-based content here on the homestead, we want to make sure we have a large enough area to have 30 students or whatever we want in the building. So making this open is really what we're looking for. The Airbnb part of what we're trying to do, it's an ambitious step. So we're building on a 2-bed, 2-bath, and then opening up our current living quarters for an Airbnb. That's the plan. And then we also have some space outside to host primitive camping. So that's kind of the idea, is to, when we're doing, let's say we're doing a tour with the Jeeps, or we're teaching about apiary, bees, hives, gardening, fruit trees, whatever. We want to give people the ability to come from further away. So having the ability to camp on site will be something that we're going to focus on to make sure that this homestead has the ability to host guests as we go through this. So we have some new merch coming out, the homestead merch. So we'll be going through that in the next couple of videos. For those of you who got kind of spam blasted by some spammer on Facebook, apologies for that. We're going to have to lock down all our comments. We have enough bandwidth now on some of the social media sites where the trolls and spammers are, getting us. So the only actual place we will sell our stuff is on backroads.shop. So it'll link to the website, which should be under construction this week. We're finishing up some website stuff for some other clients, and then we'll be able to work on our own websites again. So that'll be awesome. We have Hardin.farm and a few other websites, but Backroads Company is going to be where all of the information is going to live continually, and it'll be linked to Patreon, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 blah. So that's where our email list is going to live. We really want to concentrate on sending out information through email. As some of you have seen, our YouTube channels have kind of been shadow banned a little bit, talking about, things that YouTube doesn't want you talking about. So we have taken down some of that information and are trying to get unshadow banned. But it is what it is. Okay, so welcome everyone. Hey Bernie, thanks for joining us. Yes. Christine, Gilliam Farms, thank you. It was great to meet you at Pinecone Fest as well. We appreciate all the camaraderie, and it was very inspiring to see a lot of other YouTube channels that are doing this sort of thing in the homesteading, self-preparedness, lifestyle, doing their things, being able to see the live streams on the backside was really, really helpful. Bernie says you could do platform tents to sleep in. Absolutely. We looked at some yurts, teepee tents, all that sort of stuff, do some glamping stuff, have some platforms. All these things are possible. And it's just what folks want and what we're able to accommodate. Out here, I don't think we don't have any zoning restrictions or anything for that kind of thing. So it's basically what folks want to see. So Bernie's out in California right now. He's probably one of the premier organic produce and expert master chefs that we rely on, and have learned a lot from Bernie. So thanks for being out there, Brian. All right, so let's go ahead and give you a little tour here. So on the back side here, and I'm getting Maddie, our new stray dog, is biting at our ankles here. So if you see Maddie in here, she says hi too. So the back side of the pole barn is a 40 by 60. So we got 40 by 40 in here, roughly. High ceilings, 20-foot ceilings. And this is where we will host a lot of things. It is wood heat, so we are able to, let me switch the camera around here. Hey, Tony, welcome from Texas. Glad to have you on. Let's switch over. Okay. So we have the wood burning stove here, and we have our workshop kind of all disarrayed. We got the freeze dryer kind of set up in the corner over here. And it's just hanging out because the kitchen's being worked on. We'll go through the new build here. So we took the lean-tos and we put in concrete. And with that concrete, we were able to take the lean-tos to a whole new level. So the first room that you walk into here out of the pole barn is a bedroom. So that'll be a bedroom with one of the most gorgeous views. We have the, that's going to be the orchard. We got some of the fruit trees started. And then on this side over here, we have the mountain view and the garden view. So this tree is going to be eliminated as well. We're probably going to put something out back here for that. Moving forward here, we're going to have a bathroom. So coming out of the bedroom area, there's going to be a small bathroom. This wall will go all the way up. It's going to follow the vaulted ceiling. And then you're going to walk into a living area here. So the living area is going to have a kitchen. Now this metal wall will be gone and that'll be framed out and drywalled. So you'll be walking in from the side door, which will be the front door on this side. And then you'll have the kitchen over here to the right. And then straight ahead where you see the electrical panel, that's going to be the lounge area. We'll put a little TV, here on the side wall, and still have a lot of natural light coming in without any glare. So from a living quarter standpoint, this area will be, small, but it'll work for what we're doing. 12 by 60 is what the build out is here. All right, and then this is going to be the master bedroom right here, which is the next room up. And then we're going to have the master bath, which will be overlooking the road here. So it's quite a bit bigger here. We got some of the plumbing behind in the crawl space, so it's very easy to set this up with getting the plumbing finished. We got the sewer line in the concrete already. We do have drain lines in here. We weren't sure when we originally built this, we weren't sure what we were going to actually finish this up with. So there will be a deck out on the front or on the side here, and we do plan to shade that with solar panels. So we will have enough off-grid power to run this whole operation, hopefully. So you see the pole barn here. It's fairly large. On the other side, we're going to go ahead and take a look. I was doing some e-bike testing here. We do a lot of video. So walking out into the garden here. Getting the high tunnels or the tunnels getting set up. We got the stuff to bend the greenhouse hoops. 2,500 gallon tank that gets set up with 6-inch gutters on Thursday. This is the commercial kitchen side. So if you look at the lean-to, this is the northern side lean-to, and these will have roll-up doors in them. Again, the walls here will be the milking board. It'll all be sealed. If we're going to make this a commercial kitchen, flip it over here. So if we're going to make this a commercial kitchen, one of the things that the health department wants us to do is put in a separate septic, because we want to be able to process livestock out of here. So if we're going to be doing butchering, there's a bunch of different regulations that we have to, abide by, which is fine, as long as we're able to do that at a slow pace. We got to grow the animals first, obviously, and pumping out a lot of produce out of the commercial kitchen side is going to be really a godsend. There's going to be hopefully we'll have the ability to put up a walk-in freezer in here. So if people want to take their produce or a cooler or a chiller, we'll be able to set up an area for them to pick up if we're doing wholesale or that kind of thing. Still kind of figuring out where that's going to go. So let me switch over the camera one more time. So on this back wall, we'll have our 3-bay deep sink commercial dishwasher. Where the air conditioner here is right now, that's going to be a door that should be going in. There's the door over here. So that door is going to go over here. So that will work out pretty well. Hopefully, then we'll have our own washer or a hot water heater. The panel is going from 200 amp service to 400 amp service. And then we're having 200 amp sub panels on both sides. And then we're getting rid of this sub panel here. So this is the main coming into the house with the 30 amp breaker. So we'll be changing that around as well. So it kind of gives you an idea of what it is we're doing. And we want to make this homestead as financially viable as possible. And so with all of the different tools and resources and education that we're going to be providing, we hope to inspire others to build things like this and to become as self-sufficient as possible. So we'll show the front here. So there's Maddie. She's walking around. Jess is leaving. She's going to work. You can see her there. So in front here, you're going to have the ability to camp out. We're going to have some hip camp areas set up or something of that nature. So all of the campsites will be underneath or between the trees. And then we'll have, we might do the chicken area back over here before the vineyard. And then we have the fruit trees, so we have the orchard over here. So the orchard right now has 5 different types of apple trees. It's quite a bit ways over there yet. You can't really see it in this little screen. At the neighbors there, we put up a raised bed for bamboo. So we're going to have some privacy bamboo, some tall Decora bamboo, which is also edible when you're in the shoot area. Again, outside here, we're going to have the deck and hopefully a low-lying deck with solar panels. That will be the solar panels will be the shade for that deck. Maddie's hamming it up right now. Apologies for the wind. We don't have a mic on this one just yet. But we do have 6 different types of blueberries planted here in the berry part of our garden. We do have boysenberries, blackberries. We will be doing a lot of raspberries as well as strawberries. We do have some of the raised beds started. We will be continuing the raised beds. I think we're going to only go 2 high instead of 3 high like these are. We do have some Jerusalem artichokes in this first bed already. Wanted to see if they would run as a fall crop. But these will all be hoops out here so we can grow through the winter. We've been preparing these beds for roughly 3.5 months. We've been tilling them under, trying to boost their nitrogen levels and starting the composting. So the space is starting, but there's a lot of work to be done. And then the back side here of the pole barn, again, the bigger doors can bring in the bigger vehicles should we need it. So that's kind of the walk around of what the Backroads Homestead is all about. The Backroads Company, Hardin Homestead, whatever you want to call it. We do have 6G wireless, and we want to be able to live stream from anywhere on the property with good bandwidth. So making sure that we can do educational workshops, as often as possible. We want to be able to stream into classrooms as well. So when we're doing things for vermiculture, electroculture, apiary, all the different gardening principles, hugelkultur. It's just, there's so many things that we want to help out with when it comes to education, especially when it comes to families and children. The homesteading groups that want to come in, the homeschooling groups that want to come in. We want to be a resource for all of it. So providing healthy food, organic food for our local community, as well as freeze-dried organic food that we can send out all over the nation. So again, the kitchen's needed for that. There's a lot of moving pieces in this, as you can see. So you take it a day at a time, and you do it, as God gives you the time to process everything. And the Backroads Company website, coming up in a few days here, will give us more of a scope of what we're going to be doing and the timelines for that. So Tony, Brian, Gilliam Farms, thanks for joining us on the live stream. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will try and do another live stream later in the week. We will try and do 3 or 4 videos a week if we can. We are also part of the Amazon Influencer Program, so a lot of my time is spent doing studio videos, product overviews, things that are for the garden and for trails and mostly outdoor stuff, communications and radios and that kind of thing. So it's another way we fund our operations here. So anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Again, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. If nobody has any questions. Any other questions? Going once. I know this is kind of an impromptu, so there's not a lot of participants because I just wanted to showcase what was going on with the walls before we cover the walls up, if we get that far. So we had a little bit of time this morning to do this, so I figured I'd get it in here. All right, no other questions? Then I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for all your support, and keep in touch. Keep sending pictures and text messages and social media messages. We love hearing what's going on your homestead, and we look forward to collaborating with other homesteads and like-minded individuals. This is Ryan with Backroads Company. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Okay, bye.